Can you see me? Okay, there's a very sweet, nonsensical Vietnamese lady ranting next door, so you might be able to hear her dulcet tones through the wall. I think you can just see my glasses floating in the gloom. How's that? Is that better? So there's a phenomenon that occurs when people report their near-death experiences to doctors, whereby the doctor will sit in front of them, listen to the near-death experience, swept up in the authenticity of the person's story, undeniable. They can't help but go, yes, I'm sure that totally happened. You were above your body, you saw yourself, you were given the opportunity to pass on, and you chose to come back to Earth to still be with your loved ones. And whilst they're sitting in front of the person who's just come out of the NDE, they will pretty much be perfectly on board with the authenticity of the story, and um, they won't pretend or even authentically doubt it. And then after the fact, when they go speak to other doctors, surgeons, or whatever about it, they inject a lot more skepticism into the story than is necessary. Or rather, a lot more skepticism than they did when they sat in front of the person who was making the report about the near death experience. And they do so, assumedly, because the idea that somebody has experienced a near death experience is a little too shocking for the human mind. But the problem is, for the person who's just come out of such an anomalous thing to happen to them, having someone sit in front of you and claim to believe you and then to turn around and to negate that belief when they present your story to other specialists is more than just like hurtful. It's like degrading to the soul. It's degrading to the soul. And this is my gripe with scientific skepticism in general. I don't like it. I think it's not necessary. I think it's unhelpful and I think it's hurtful. And I think that, yeah, that's what I think. Anyway, we see this same thing play out with people of all kinds, and I don't want to call them victims, but people who have experienced violence or people who have had something happen to them that's really scary or upsetting. When they speak it to somebody, to a trusted individual, that individual will believe them in the moment and then turn around and sort of throw them under the bus. Um, Not like this has happened to me recently. No reason I'm bringing this up right now in this darkened room alone. Anyway, let me know if you've ever experienced this. It's like that.